Here's a little Skoda Fabia. Quite like the shape of these, to be fair. They're basically a Polo in disguise, all VW owned, all the same parts. Little 1.4 petrol, 64,000 miles on the clock, I think. Makes some pretty decent nick. Just check the oil and coolant and so on, all good. Oil looks fairly clean as well, to be fair, so the thing's had a fairly recent service. Inside's fairly clean. I'll scrub up the seats and whatnot. It's got an aftermarket DAB player. The phone holder's been glued into place, so just have to leave that. So look at the back. Yep, again, not too bad, far worse than that. Let's have a quick look in the boot. Yeah, it's not wet or anything. All the mats are in there. All in pretty decent nick. Right, let's see if it starts up okay. Well, it started up like a dream. No lights on the dash. Engine's running smoothly. Haven't a clue how to work this thing. I'll have a play around with it and see if I can connect phones and whatnot. I haven't checked my phone in there. I never bring one with me, so it's always in my pocket. So yeah, again, like I said, I quite like these. Nice little cars. Not too sure, I was a bit too tad on the. I didn't even notice that, to be fair. Let's get one of them. So just make it look a little bit smarter, really. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's too much for a first-time driver on insurance, but it's definitely a good second car to have. So yeah, wish me luck on my travels. Well, I've just got back and these bad boy lights have turned on. It was pretty scary on the motorway. There was no hard shoulder, engine light come on, no power whatsoever. So I turned the engine on and off, and it drove absolutely fine. So I will plug in my scanner and see what it comes up with. Time to give this a quick wash. To be fair, it's fairly clean, so just to smarten it up, blacken the tyres. Won't have time to give it a polish today, but the paint was pretty decent. So yeah, crack on now with the old Titan jet wash. I think it was a 60 quid bargain a couple of years back from Screwfix. So yeah, crack on now. That's the contact wash done. Be quick because it's drying already, so I'll get the jet wash in it again, give it a towel dry, and just be as quick as I can because of the sun beaming on at the moment. And it's what, 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to get a lot hotter soon. That's the contact wash done. You can't really tell too much difference. It was fairly clean before, to be fair. Just got to blacken up those tyres, get some tire and glue remover to remove these stickers, like all the blue residue that's left behind. Got some white writing on the windscreen. That's actually on the inside, so it's going to smell a little bit like the tire and glue remover. Did actually forget about this little beauty. Scrape down the side. Now it looks like it's already been polished. Someone's tried to polish that out, so it will need paint. So I think what I'm going to do for a quick sale is put it for sale as it is, for a little bit cheaper. And if I get no interest, I don't know, in a week or so, I'll get some paint and do it myself. I think it's just going to look better than that. And that's it, really. So get cracking with the wheels and tyres and so on. Well, that sticker come off easily enough. So did the white writing. So yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend using this stuff. TARDIS, tire and glue remover. So in fact, I had it in a 1 litre bottle, and after 6 months, it started leaking because it penetrated the bottom of the bottle. So I need to get some chemical graded bottles because I've literally just poured it onto a cloth. Really, you're wasting a bit too much doing it that way, and it's not cheap stuff. So yeah, like I said, highly recommend. Well, that's the windows and tyres done. I always think when you do windows, it makes the car look so much cleaner. I mean, it hasn't even been polished. If I get time today, which I doubt, I will polish it today, but I think it's definitely good enough for pictures. So now to do the inside. Well, this is the inside. Again, it's not too bad. I give it a hoover, wipe down the seats a little bit, clean up all the plastics, and yeah, it should look a lot better. I mean, to be fair, it's going to take me, what, 5 minutes maybe, 10 minutes to see the results. Well, that's the seats and the plastics all done. Looks a hell of a lot better than what it did. Again, not too much effort involved. That's been glued on, so we can't do anything about that. I haven't a clue how to work that. I have fiddled around with it, but there we go. That's just show my age. So yeah, I mean, that steering wheel just looks rubbish because it's directly in the sunlight, but it's not actually that bad. So yeah, now to go take some pictures, I suppose. Well, there's a little Skoda's pictures all done. Found a new destination as well to take pictures from, just because I wanted to avoid the white parking lines really. So there's a disused factory not too far from me at all. It's up to that, so hopefully it'll be that way for a while longer. But it is a Sunday, so I would hope, you know, they would be shut on a Sunday if whoever took over this place. But yeah, I mean, the Skoda's cleaned up pretty well. Like I said, I'm going to leave that scuff for the time being. If I don't get any interest in a week or so, then I will be taking new pictures because I'll be putting some paint on it. So, I mean, it's a nice little car really, 1.4 petrol, 64,000 miles on the clock. I'll go through the figures once I've sold it. It doesn't owe me too much, but it will be a cheap car for someone. Unless, like I said, I get that paint sorted. The seats haven't cleaned up the greatest as it stands. I didn't let them dry quick enough, I don't think. But it is what it is. It'd just be a nice surprise for someone when they come to look at it, really. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I'll post the finished pictures up after this, and I will see you either the next one, or you might get the facts and figures, you know, literally in a sec. So yeah, I will see you in a bit. Well, I've just got back from the garage because of the engine light, and we now have no engine light. So I'm going to chuck in what the code come up as on the code reader, and luckily it was just a math sensor. So yeah, hopefully all fixed. Again, it's now up for sale. Had a little bit of interest, but hoping to get some sort of viewings this weekend really. So fingers crossed. Well, that's a Skoda Fabia sold. A local kid who's in the middle of conducting driving lessons just needed a little run around to learning, just as he's being taught how to drive really by his driving instructor in the 23 plate Fiesta. So he knows he won't be able to afford something like that when he passes, so he's looking to use something in the meantime that's going to be more realistic for him really. But also he's not too fussed about damaging either. You know, should he knock it about a little bit whilst driving? So yeah, quite a smart move really. So I had the little Skoda advertised at £1,450, just to the age and the kind of slight scuff on the side of the car. I would have advertised it really for a bit more if I painted it, but I had a decent margin anyway. So yeah, once he had a look around it, took it for a spin. He kind of knew it was a car for him really, if I'm honest. So he immediately cheekily offered actually £1,200, and he kind of put the heartstrings a little bit, just because he was using his birthday money. So I said you can have it all in for £1,300. So yeah, he happily agreed. So we filled out the fee-5 online, transferred the funds over, and then he was soon on his way. You know, so for kind of a first-time car, he got an absolute bargain really. So let's go through the final figures. So I originally bought the car from BCA Auctions, including fees, for £552.96. The train to Birmingham Perry Bar cost me £20, and to replace the math sensor cost just £60. It already had 3/4 of a tank of fuel, which is brilliant, but also had a recent service as well. So that was literally the only money I had to put into it. So that comes to a total of £632.96. So after selling it for £1,300, I'm more than double my money with a profit of £667.04, which is a brilliant result. So it only took me 4 hours in total to pick up the Skoda. Wash, clean, take photos, and advertise it. So on an hourly basis, £632.96 divided by 4 is £158.40. Again, another brilliant result. I just wish I could do this, 40 hours a week throughout the year, but obviously that's not realistic whatsoever. So yeah, that's it for this video. Many thanks for watching. I've got a couple of other videos in the pipeline. Trying to release, stuff every 2 weeks as a minimum. Again, just working around my full-time job really. And that's it. So any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.